Welcome to a video. This is for a Lexus NX300 hybrid, and it's a top of range Premier model. Beautiful looking car, covered just 61,000 miles, comes very well serviced and looks absolutely fantastic. I think of very few cars in this class that look anything like as good as this. Happens to be in very good condition as well. It really is a lovely car. Bumper really clean. Go to the bottom of the car. Again, very clean indeed. Just the odd fly on there at the moment. Come down the near side first, passenger side. And it really is such a striking design. It's lovely and clean in the panels. No indentations, or obvious indentations I can see. Wheels look really good on the car. You can see there is one little touch in. Looks like it's just caught on something that just there. It's been done, but that's the whole point of the video, is to try and pick up anything I can possibly see as the sun comes out, which isn't actually very helpful in these videos, but there we are. Around the back of the car, bumper corners all very clean. Around the off side of the car, driver's side, again really smooth and clean in the panel work. Alloys again absolutely superb on the car. They suit the car so well. It's such a striking looking car. But externally, it's in very good condition. There will be the odd minor mark or something I've missed, not intentionally by the way, but it's lovely, really is. Let's come into the boot area. Sorry, the wind's decided to pick up. Again, beautifully finished as you'd expect of any Lexus. Coming into the back of the car now, loads of room in the back of the vehicle. Leatherwork again in absolutely fantastic condition. This one is fitted with a DVD screen, and that does work by the way, which I'm guessing must be interchangeable with that seat there. There we are. I've never seen one before. It's coming in the front now on the passenger side. Again, all very clean and tidy. So inside the car now, as always, the video is illuminated during this part of the video. Dashboard again, really lovely condition. Sat nav, you can see, working absolutely perfectly. Put the car into reverse, get that lovely clear gridded parking camera all working exactly as it should. Obviously you get the 360 rear camera on these as well, on the top of the range cars. But it's such a fantastic interior. It really is absolutely stunning, I have to say. And then just to go up to the main dash binnacle there, 61,596 miles, and apart from a low fuel light, there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Lexus NX300, and it's the Premier model. This particular car is registered BD64PNE. And mileage currently of 61,581 miles. The reason we do all of our videos, and as is always the case, and especially this road test section, is to make sure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they actually get to see the cars we're advertising actually in operation. The reason we feel it's important is because we know, or we've been to see so many cars which have looked, perfectly good in photographs and descriptions, but then drive them to find out they've got a fundamental issue that shows up whilst driving the car. So hence that's why we do it. Also done on these very quiet country roads very close to our premises, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, so hopefully then would be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, obviously benefits from a lovely Lexus service history all the way through. The hybrid system is absolute genius, as they say in pretty much every Lexus video there is. If you've not driven a Lexus hybrid before, are fearful of electric range, all that kind of thing, there's nothing to fear. In terms of reliability, they're light years ahead of anything else in their class. In terms of longevity as well, as it happens. The way it works is simple. You just drive the car as you would any normal petrol car. So you just run low on fuel, you put more fuel in. It's as simple as that. The hybrid system kind of piggybacks on the back of the engine, gives it extra urge, but it's not reliant on it at all. It's brilliant in the way it interacts. It's all but seamless. It's amazing to know that all these things are going on, and you just can't feel them. You can put the screen up on there, which is a really nice screen, to give the information about how it's deploying its electric, how it's recharging, when you hit the brakes, all that kind of thing. But yeah, amazing. You can also drive it in 3 modes. You've got a little knob down here. If I twist it to the left, I go into eco mode, so it feels noticeably not quite as quick to pick up. Press it down and back into normal. But if I twist it to the right, the dashboard has now changed. I've got a rev counter and a red background instead of the power meter down there, and you feel a noticeable difference in the throttle response, particularly of the car. It is brilliant. Where it is genius, I have to say, is exactly in the situation here. When you come to a stop, when you do low speed manoeuvres, it makes normal engined, conventional gearbox, conventional cars feel so clumsy. So if you're doing lots of sort of city driving, town driving, stop-start driving, they are so much smoother. It's amazing. I've owned a couple of these and absolutely love them, because it just doesn't grate. On the move, it's brilliant because the whole point of CVT, there is no gear change. It's just a constant power delivery and transfer of power. So when you put your foot down, revs pick up, car catches up with the revs, kind of thing. Ignore completely what the buffoons say on the some road tests where they refer to the fact that if you put your foot down hard in the CV to get this constant drone. Well, you do if you constantly put your foot down, but most people don't. They drive as I am right now, driving perfectly normal. I'm going to accelerate away, the revs will pick up, and then you back off the throttle and it catches up with it. That's how you drive them. What you don't do is just shove your foot down every 2 seconds to get the engine wailing away. 1% of your driving will be like that. A slip road onto a motorway, a sudden overtaking manoeuvre, but it's only for a very short period of time, as you would with a normal car. You drop down a gear, up go the revs, but it's just a slightly different sound. That's it. It's not bad, it's good actually, because you just don't get that wait for the gear change, down it goes, all that kind of thing. It's superb, absolutely superb. By the way, no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Apart from that, it's low fuel, sorry I should say, but that be as it may. So coming to the steering of the car, really nicely done. It's very, very, very car-like to drive the whole thing. It's very, very pleasant. The steering is very accurate. The car actually corners quite flat. It's not your typical SUV which kind of roly-poly going through the corners. It actually flows through the corners very nicely indeed. I was really surprised by ours, how on sort of B roads and A roads you didn't get that lots of motion going on, but still maintains a compliant and very comfortable ride. Steering track's dead straight. There's absolutely no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. And suspension of the car nice and solid on the road as well. It's it's obviously been very, very well cared for. I'm going to give the brakes a bit of a shove when I get onto the main road here and make sure that there's no one directly behind me. I'm just going to hold onto my bits as well, make sure they don't fly forward. So I'm just going to get up to the legal limit and then really powerful brakes on the car. They pull up lovely and quick. And what I'm looking for in particular is the fact there shouldn't be any kind of pulsing or vibrations going back through the brake pedal, and there's nothing at all. It's absolutely spot on. So finally, to come inside, I personally, and it is an opinion, I just think this is one of the best looking SUVs of this type anywhere, externally, but also internally. They are typically beautifully made, as you expect of any Lexus car. But the fit and finish, but it's quite a special place to sit. It is different without being kind of overdone, over-styled. It does make you feel, you're actually in the car driving it. You're not kind of perched on top or, sat askew, anything daft like that. It's just all very natural, and all the switch gears got that lovely tactile finish which you get from the Japanese manufacturers. Very highly equipped, obviously the Premier model. I've got, you know, heated steering wheel, all working perfectly, dual zone climate control, pumps out lovely cold air, nice big sat nav screen there, operated by this pad down here, one of the easier ones to use actually. You got little touches. I love the little clock in there which illuminates at night. It's a very sort of classy looking thing. And then the dash design, simple, easy, not overdone. Again, it's really nicely done. Being the Premier model, I've got a heads-up display, so I can look. I've got floating in ether up there the speed and econo variants. I can change the settings there, change the angle of it, turn it on or off if I want to. It actually works brilliantly. I have to say, it's one of the few things on modern cars I think is a really good thing for safety, because I can look ahead and literally just glance at my speed without having to look down at all, ever. It's a really, really nice feature on the car. It drives beautifully, I have to say. It drives absolutely beautifully. You know, that's, let's say, the point of the video is just to show it as it stands. But yeah, I can't fault it in any way. As always though, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call.